and I know you're a big fan of the book, The Denial of Death.
Yeah.
It's sitting on my nightstand.
Really?
Yeah, I got it a few years ago because actually Mark Maron was talking about it, who has a podcast in LA.
Huh.
And I know some of the theories behind it of kind of why we worship our heroes, why we build monuments to our fallen soldiers. And it's, from what I understand, and I really like it if you could maybe clarify this for me, it's a way of us justifying our finite existence and the fact that we die. It's trying to give meaning to our life by sometimes propping up others.
Yep.
Because all of this comes back to everybody watching saying, okay, Brian, this is heavy, but what does this mean to me?
Yeah, well, I can tell you how I process these ideas. So there was a time when I would think about the far future and it would feel bleak. It would give me this hollow sense of dread that was unpleasant and uncomfortable. But as I thought about it more and more, I had a radical turn of perspective, which is the recognition that we are small, we are finite, we do exist on this little window of time, on this grand cosmic timeline that we were describing, and that can make you feel insignificant. But at the same time, look at what these collections of particles can do, and look at how unlikely it is that these collections of particles exist. You and I are the product of a sequence of quantum events reaching back to the Big Bang, each of which could have turned out differently, that way instead of this, yielding a world in which we would not be here. So against astounding odds, we are here, and moreover, we are so exquisitely configured that we can think about the past, we can envision the future. Some members of our species can write the Ninth Symphony or create the pyramids or paint the Mona Lisa or figure out quantum mechanics
or nuclear fission
or all of that stuff. So that gives me just a sense of deep gratitude that we are here, a gratitude that kind of borders on reverence. And we should all have that sense. Look at how amazing it is that entropy and evolution can combine together to yield these kinds of cogitating structures that only exist on the cosmic timeline for a mere moment, but we are that moment. Celebrate that. That, to me, is the way to not feel that bleakness about where the universe is headed.
Okay, so this actually can give us a new perspective on things.
Yeah.
That's a different perspective than the denial of death perspective.
Yeah, in a sense, yes. You know, in the denial of death, Becker was saying, look, culture, in many ways, is an antidote against our singular recognition that we are going to die. In fact, he would say, if you encounter someone who says, I'm not afraid of death, that's culture doing its job.
Right.
Because if you strip away culture...
Everything in our culture is to make us feel better about our own death.
In a sense, right? Now, you can overblow these ideas and make them sound so universal in scope that it may feel artificial, but many things in our culture, certainly.
Superhero movies.
Yeah, in a sense, right?
And that's not a bad thing either, necessarily.
It's not a bad thing. So to see the hero who can transcend all manner of danger, we want that and we revere that. And that largely comes from the fact that we are these creatures that can think these grand thoughts, but ultimately we go deep into the ground to rot for eternity, right? That's what Otto Rank, a disciple of Freud, and Ernest Becker took these ideas further. That's what they were saying, and it's absolutely true. So this cosmic perspective, if you will, that I'd like to put forward, you can think of it as another antidote. It's an antidote that doesn't just deal with the death of the individual, it's an antidote that deals with the death of the cosmos.
And this is this beautiful, probabilistic, very improbable thing that we could be here in these bodies, having these conversations, having these thoughts, manipulating physics in an amazing way.
Precisely.
And celebrate that, even though it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
That's right. You shift your view from the only thing that's valuable is that which is permanent to a view which says what's valuable is the things that are happening right here, right now. For this brief moment, the universe is able to stand up and look at itself,
Right.
in awe, in wonder, and that's a great thing.